Hey, happy day, banks. When you hear the word bank, it kind of gives you a secure feeling, right? Because they have vaults and, all that stuff to make you feel safe. Not so much anymore. I mean, a couple of banks have failed in the US of A here in the last week or so. Some say that many more will fail, and all say that the government is a total failure. They should have seen this coming. They should be in there and working with the people, with the banks, to kind of protect the people, but hey, they don't know how to do that. But banks have lost their way. They really have. I mean, they're supposed to care about their depositors, to make them safe and to make them money as well, and to care about their stockholders. I mean, they take the money from the depositors, they lend it out to other people, and that's how they make money for the stockholders. Apparently, supposedly, right? But that's not the case anymore, because they only care about homosexuality, issues about that, gay things, it's all that, and transgender things, and global warming. And again, they've lost their way. I can't say that often enough, because they no longer pay attention to the business of banking. Effectively, they're an extension of the liberal government, and that's not very nice. I mean, they're focused on diversity and all of the things that are wrong. Leave that up to the government, leave that up to other things. Don't do it. Too late though. Recently I was in Canada and I went into the TD bank to get change. I had a couple of $100 bills and I wanted to change them down into 20s and so on. And that was a horror story all by itself. But let me tell you, firstly, before I went in, I saw all this color business going on, homosexual colors. And I said, what's going to greet me when I get in there? And sure enough, there were videos on big TV screens that had homosexual men hugging, holding hands, and even kissing. By the time I got up to the till, I mean, I was just saying, what's going on here? What's happened? Where am I? And then I said, please change my money so I can leave. And she said, you have an account here? And I said, I do not. And she said, well, we can't change it for you. After a lot of talking and different things, I did get change, but it was a little bit goofy. And then I walked across the street to another Canadian bank, and same story, same thing, except they had about 12, I think it was, pictures up on the wall of happy customers for their bank, and all of them were black or, they were colored people. Now, one person was white, and I thought, okay, they're showing pictures here about homosexuals and they're racist and everything. They don't like me. Wow, not a nice feeling. Now swing over to the US of A and you've got the Silicon Valley Bank. They recently collapsed and their policies were just terrible. I mean, it's a good thing they collapsed. It's a good thing they're gone, and I hope they really are gone, because they prioritize politics over investor returns. They didn't care about the depositors. They didn't care about their they just didn't care about anybody other than their political kind of things. And they're, again, an extension of the left-wing government, and their commitment to gay pride and everything was just kind of overwhelming. That's all you heard about, and that's all you saw. They gave away $73 million, and it's not their money. It's shareholders' money. They gave away $73 million to the Black Lives Matter movement. They deserve to be broke. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars were also given to other left-wing movements, political movements. And again, it's wrong that they're doing that. And dumb is forever. So now the government has said, and I hope they stick to it, but I don't think they will. They have said, we're not going to step in. I mean, there's insurance up to these amounts, and a lot of people have that much money in the bank, and they're saying, government, help us, bail us out. I hope they lose their money. They knew the risk, and they also knew what the bank was doing. And if you got a mind at all, I mean, you know that they can't survive by giving away hundreds of millions of dollars to causes that have absolutely nothing to do with banking, with the business of banking, right? So will the government help? I'll bark like a fox if they don't, because they're left-wing whacks as well. So I'm pretty sure that they will, but again, I hope not. Give a man a gun and he'll rob a bank. Give a man a bank and he will rob the world. Hey, see ya.